Thank you very much, Joe. It's an honor to be working with you, Jonathan Bohr, amazing board that we have, and what a hero if Atom is to have him here, General Atom. It's extraordinary, the story you just told, and it was so much it was amazing to have you here. There's a famous joke. I don't know if anybody heard this joke before, but the guy said to this other Jewish guy, they were talking, and he said, "Why are you reading the anti-Semitic newspaper? Why are you not reading the Jewish newspaper?" He goes, "When I read the Jewish newspaper, I read about all the problems in the Jewish community. I read the anti-Semitic newspaper, I hear about how we control the media, control all the money, control the banks, control everything in the world. I prefer that instead of the Jewish newspaper and hear what's going on." And I think that tonight at this event, we have, if you look at Jewish history in America, people talk about the undue influence of Jews. The Jewish people, we were not able to get Roosevelt to bomb the railroad lines to Auschwitz. We were not able to get Roosevelt to let the people off the St. Louis ship, 900 Jews, to come to America in 1939. We were not able to get Truman to give arms to Israel in 1948, 4 years after the Holocaust, where 600,000 Jews were at stake to be wiped out. We're not able to get Lyndon Johnson to give arms to Israel in 1967 before the Six-Day War. None of the Jewish community was not heard by America. Instead, the main thing the Jewish community accomplished was the student struggle of Soviet Jewry that our board member Vladimir Joffe was part of his efforts in Russia, speaking out in the media in Russia under communist rule. And that led not only to the freedom of 2 million Soviet Jews, it led to the downfall of the Soviet Union and the end of the Cold War. And it was a great benefit to America, besides also Albert Einstein telling Roosevelt to do the Manhattan Project that led to the nuclear weapon that before Germany got it and helped end World War II. The Jewish people, we need allies. We need friends in order to be successful because our influence actually is much less than people realize. And in Brian Kilmeade, we have an extraordinary ally, somebody who has the courage to learn the issues, know the issues, speak up about the issues, and in an amazing way because he's extraordinary work. He tells us to wake up at 3 in the morning, and he has a TV, he's on Fox and Friends, then he has a radio show, he's got his own TV show. It's unbelievable. And he is a leader in fighting anti-Semitism, a leader in supporting Israel. Israel's Ron Dermer said recently the Republican Jewish Coalition is the strongest, best ally militarily, economically the United States has. Took over Iranian airspace in 3 days. It's in the United States' interest to have a great relationship with Israel and be allies with Israel. And Brian Kilmeade tells that story. And so we want to thank you so much for coming here and having the bravery and courage to do that. And thank all of you for coming and supporting our organization. Our organization is about justice. We wrote a book here I co-authored a book on the Jewish right to Israel and moving the embassy to Jerusalem and its recognition of the capital. We called it Because It's Just and Right, because when Senator Kyle was asked, why are you as a Presbyterian pushing for the moving the embassy to Jerusalem as recognition of the capital, his response was, because it's just and right. We're an organization about justice, and the reason why Brian Kilmeade speaks up for the Jewish people is because he believes it's just and right. Thank you very much.